marketing group too. I gotta boast on them a little bit because they work so hard. We have really high standards in this school district, especially in the music department, and these guys are keeping up with it. Plus, I put a lot of music in front of them this year, and they're tackling it all. So props to them. There's a couple students I want to recognize. When you get in 6th grade, you can try out for middle school all-state orchestra. And all the orchestra kids that are in 6th, 7th, 8th grade in the state can try out for it. And so we had a few kids try out. It's pretty difficult music. It's probably high school level music. So it's not easy. It's tough. They learn a couple scales. They learn a piece of music with all kinds of accidentals and weird things that we probably haven't even learned yet as a class. So it's a real step for them. And there was 13 6th graders in the whole state that made it in, and we have 4 of them. Someone have them stand up. Landon, Andrew, Monty, and Autumn. So I'm like bursting with pride for them, so that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. And our next song, you guys can sit down, we have a soloist, Subin, right here, and this is a Harry Potter song. So we threw in something fun for you guys.
Leaders in this next round who are doing a piece all by themselves. I'm not conducting them, so when I told them that, they were a little frightened, I think, but they're going to do great. So these guys work extra hard, and so at each concert I like to showcase some kids that work really hard in the district. So here is our section leaders with We Three Kings.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out of the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash. Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted, "Go, reindeer!" and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew. With the sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyebrows, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was a chubby and plump and a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose. He sprang to a sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. And away they all flew like the down of a thistle. but I heard him explain ere he drove out of sight.